What's up, fam? My name is Tam, and you're tuned in to Tam Talks. And what are we talking about today? If you're staring at your screen right now, we're going to be talking about Derrick Jaxn and the new reports that he allegedly, again, has been caught cheating. But not only that, after reports that he was caught, he posted quickly to social media saying that he and his wife are going through a divorce, allegedly. They came to that conclusion at the beginning of this year, but nothing has been said, and he has since been talking about relationships and in everybody else's business, but he's asked you guys for privacy as he and his family deal with this separation. So, what are we going to talk about? How do we break this down? What do we need to unpack? Well, let's get into the nitty gritty of this whole situation. So, I am so conflicted here because I am team Black love, I am team healthy love, and I am team Black men and Black women, not to discourage any other races that follow me or part of the tribe. I love you guys, but being a part of the Black community, I can honestly say we are the ones that need the most help when it comes to family. Yes, we are the ones that need the most help. And because we need the most help, there needs to be more people who are capable of speaking highly and positively on Black love, legacy, family, and what being committed looks like within our community. So I'm just going to pause there because I think most people need to take that in, is that most people in our community, not most people, some people in our community can be a detriment to what's happening in our community. Some people in our community can be a detriment to what's happening in our community, and because it all starts with family. So let's get into Derrick Jaxn and why this is the hot topic of today or yesterday. Well, we're going to jump into it because Derrick Jaxn actually broke down some things in terms of what he wanted to say for critics and for people who would have something to say in terms of him being caught cheating. Yes, he was allegedly being caught cheating out in Miami. Allegedly, that's where he loves to go, and that's where he loves to take said women with him to let loose, have a good time, and to release his inhibitions. And on this particular occasion, somebody went to Facebook and said, hey, I don't mean to be messy, but I just seen Derrick Jaxn out here in these streets again. So what's important to this? Well, Derrick said that they have allegedly been going their separate ways since the beginning of this year, but they're still married at this point. Now, what people are actually pointing out is that Danae actually took to her live on Instagram saying that either A, nothing is going on, and she's just basically sending any poor or negative comments back to sender, and she's speaking life into her family, herself, and her husband, Derrick, or she's in denial of what's going on because she loves her family, her husband, so much that she wants to continue completing that vow that she made to not only, Derrick, but also to God. I'm not exactly sure. We don't know. No one really knows what Danae thinks in this time. No one really knows if Derrick is completely being honest, but let's break down what he said in his Instagram post. He said, over the past several months, my family and I have gone through many changes. Some of you have speculated, while many of you have reached out to offer support. I'm sorry, guys. Let's get to the next line. Actually, let's unpack that. Many changes. Why doesn't he say, as much as he talks on everyone else's issue, what doesn't he say what those changes have been? Was it that you cheated again? Was it that you're out here being foul? Like, why are you blanketing what's so detrimental to this now situation where you're letting the world know that you're getting a divorce? But not only that, people have reached out for support. Okay, let's get to the next line. He further goes on to say, earlier this year, after much prayer, counseling, and deep consideration, we decided to go in separate ways and file for a divorce. Making the decision to file was one of the hardest decisions of my life. But I found peace knowing that
Our mission of raising healthy children, starting with healthy and whole parents, is still being accomplished. Pause. You know what's annoying to me? It's annoying to me after people make these decisions that are not of God, and then they try to lump God into why they made the decision. It's just, that pot and kettle both black, ain't they? Anyways, and then to try to like smooth it over, oh, I just want to make sure the kids are good. No, if you wanted to make sure the kids were good, you would be an example of what a good covering of your home would look like. Is it just me? Is it just me that is like, you can't be a good guy by being a poor husband? If you're a poor husband, your kids are seeing that. That doesn't make you a good man. That doesn't make you a good man by being a poor husband. It doesn't make you a good man by being a poor man. A man that doesn't have any standards, a man that doesn't have any discipline, a man that doesn't have any self-control, while you're out here with your same mouth trying to tell these other men and other women what they should and should not be wanting, looking for, and doing, while you yourself are not being a good example, while people are looking to you for an answer. Too much is given, much is required. So maybe this shouldn't be your platform if you're going to be out here living foul, right? All right, let's get back into it. He goes on to say, from falling in love just as teenagers to becoming spouses, now co-parents, I'm grateful for the years we spent together, yada, yada, yada. It wouldn't trade them in for anything. I was blessed to have such an amazing person in my life and forever be thankful for all she's meant to our family. We're asking that if you pray, to please pray for us as we... All right, I'm done with this. You know what makes me the sickest out of all of this? It's not even my story, but it just makes me sick that he put his wife out here in such a way for the world to make a mockery of her. Had he not been the person that he is, the world would not be making a mockery of this young lady for simply deciding to love him. Whether it was him at his best, him at his worst. And I've seen, we can go online and we can see some of the photos of both of their transformations. But when you marry somebody, you should be able to love them as the seasons change. And it's, what's so difficult is that when you love somebody and you pour into them and you support them, sometimes even losing yourself while you do it, you have to go into it selflessly, knowing that I'm going to do this without the forethought of whether or not you're going to love me even after you make it to where you're trying to go. And what I'm seeing here is that this young lady loved him, forgave him, labored, prayed, and all of this, and he still went out and did the very thing he harped on other men that they were doing, downplayed them. He got paid to talk about men who were living the life that he was living behind closed doors. Well, not so much closed doors, because it looks like God is a revealer of all things. Everything that's done in the dark comes to light. So maybe her prayers are working. But yeah, guys, this is the update on Derrick Jaxn. So allegedly, he is getting a divorce. Allegedly, he was out here in these streets. We don't really know the backstory, the situation, the time, the rhyme, or the reason. But I, for one, am not a follower of Derrick Jaxn. There's a lot of people I don't follow. And if I do follow you, that means that I'm holding you to a higher standard. If somebody follows me, I'm pretty sure they're holding me to a higher standard, the same way we hold our leaders to a higher standard. They're supposed to be able to guide us by example. The same way God, left Jesus here for us to have that living example of who he is. That way we have proof, the footprints that are in the sand, so we can follow that. And that's what our men are supposed to be. And I'm just so grateful that I have amazing men in my life, where if I hadn't had amazing men in my life and I've seen this crap, I don't know if I would believe that there are any wholesome, God-fearing, good dudes out here that aren't like living behind the scenes, because it's a lot of trash people. I'm not going to say just men. It's a lot of trash people out here. But guys, the ones that are living life with discipline, self-control, with a standard. Like, I salute you guys. Like, you guys are doing it big. And what I hate is that your stories are often not told. Your stories are often overshadowed by the crap, by the mess. So please keep doing what you're doing. It's women out here like me that salute you. We appreciate you. And to all the Derrick Jaxns of the world, I pray you continually get exposed. I pray that, you know, what you do in the dark comes to light. Guys, my name is Tam. I want to thank you so much for tuning into Tam Talks, and I will see you on the next video. If you're new here, how about you do one thing for me? Let's make it official. You know, we spent this time together. You listened to my voice. You know, I appreciate you. You stayed. You know, you ain't got to just bring, you know, an overnight bag. Just move in. You know, click that subscribe or follow button, depending on where you're watching me from. And go ahead and join the tribe. I love to have you here every time I post. All right, I'll see you on the next video. Until then, bye.
Speaking against the names Derrick Jaxn and Derrick Jaxn in mockery, accusations, slanders, and lies, may the mercies of God be withdrawn from you. May your husbands and wives.
Try. And now a word from our sponsors. We actually don't have any sponsors. I'm just here to say please like and subscribe. Be a part of the tribe. I definitely appreciate you guys watching the video, and I want to see you every time I post. So go ahead and be a part of the tribe and click that subscribe button.